Good morning, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Art of the Oracle. I am getting this out a little bit late today, so I'm so sorry for that. I usually put it up a little bit earlier. And I was traveling yesterday, and went to see family, which was absolutely wonderful. But everything was a little bit pushed back a little bit, so I didn't get to record anything yesterday. So I am working with the Light Seers Tarot today for Tarot Tuesday. How are you all doing? I'd love to hear any questions that you might have in the comment section, or if you're interested in a certain style of reading, or yeah, anything, because I didn't get a 3-card pick a card reading out yesterday, so I will put that out probably later today. So let's dive into the tarot and ask for the highest good for us and see what it is that we most need to know in this moment. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups in this deck, as you can see, he's kind of leaning. The first message I'm getting here is that he's kind of leaning towards what I feel like is the past, right? He's firmly planted here, but there's something about the past that I feel like this particular knight is leaning towards. So it could be that someone is coming into your life from the past, somebody that has a crush on you, somebody that has information for you, something that's very heart-centered. This is somebody that really cares for you and wants to be part of your life. Now, I love this little white horse here. So it tells me that where this is coming from is like you can trust it. It's you know, there's a pureness about this. I'm going to call it blast from the past. And there's a little envelope here. It's like he's planning a picnic. Also, but the red blanket and the red roses tell me that they're very grounded in something very personal to you. So possibly this week you're going to hear some information from somebody from the past that perhaps you are deep friends with, or information from the past, because we have this little envelope. So let's draw some more cards and see. But this one is really, I'm feeling very strongly that if you're available and single, that, you know, I love that this appears to be, you know, a dark-haired man from the past, or either that you're remembering like some information from a dark-haired man from the past. So let's see. He's a true gentleman. I'm seeing his hat off. I don't think I've ever noticed that he's had that. And I've used this deck for a long time, but I never noticed that he had that. Okay, so the first card that's coming out here, and I love that this card went sideways, is a Major Arcana card. And what it's saying to me with these two cards coming out together is that there's a balancing with this from the past. This beautiful soul from the past is going to help bring something back into balance, or information, something is going to bring balance into a past situation that is coming forward. And it's I feel like what I'm feeling in this moment actually is great generosity. And so I feel like this is a gift, really, a gift from the past, which is why probably I see his hat off, and it's a sincere gift with the roses, and this from, you know, passion and love, and yeah, that is, and it's bringing balancing. And as you can see here, this is balancing, like this is a shadow image of her. Her eyes are awake and her eyes are sleeping, and it's balancing that whatever that you had from the past, that when the Justice cards comes out, it's like whatever that you put in. So, you know, maybe you put a lot of time and energy into a relationship in the past, and then it didn't work out. And there's some balancing of this energy of maybe the person comes back into your life, because we have the Five of Wands here, and it came out kind of sideways. The Five of Wands is a real passionate card, but it's around reaching, you know, I feel like there may be some competition, or you felt like there was some competition in the past around this person. And I feel like, I mean, it's like everybody was competing, not, you know, in a negative way. It's just that a lot of people wanted the same thing. And the fives are around change. So I feel like there's going to be a change around how you either view this relationship, or, you know, if this relationship is coming back in to be renewed, that you're going to see it in a different way, right? Because I feel like it came out this way. It feels like there is a little bit of a nod to reversal and upright position. This is where people are vying for something. Like everybody wants the same job. Everybody wants the same guy or whatever. Or you know, you're trying to buy a house and everybody wants the same house. And that's what this is. It's not negative competition. It's not something that you have to be worried about. But I feel like it's something that has changed, something from the past. And so if you think about it, it can be something, because I went to the guidebook, because I never go to the guidebook because I read tarot a lot, but I feel like the guidebook has a little bit of information. It says a little rivalry can be a good thing. It can push us to become the very best version of ourselves. So allow like something like that. So I feel like if there was competition in the past around this person and you're single and he's coming back in, you know, there's a balancing of that, right? Or if you feel like you missed out on a past relationship or something like that, because, you know, it can become unhealthy if there's too much of it. Or if you feel, or if, you know, if you come from a wounded place and you feel like you're not worthy, again, that's another thing. So it's asking you here to kind of use a little bit. It says learn from others and use that kind of energy that kind of feels like a little bit competitive, but use it to enrich something. So I think this is a really beautiful message, but I do feel like there may be one more card for us. So let's just see if we have, okay, well, two more cards are coming out. Wow. Okay, and we have the World and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's interesting because this, I feel like, is shifting everything in a new way. So I feel like whatever is coming in from the past that is balancing, or there may be saying here that this change point is balancing these energies, because this is a major arcana and this is a major arcana. And in the middle of it is this very passionate energy around wanting to go or be or do or have something better in your life. And that there's a balancing taking you. When the World card comes out, I love this card because, first of all, it feels like anything is possible. But it's also telling you, like, if you've been struggling in your world, that it's shifting, right? It's right after the struggle card. It's right after this card where you're reaching for something. And then there's a time for you to relax into who you are, into a space where the Queen of Pentacles is a card that really feels comfortable in her own skin. She has what she needs. She comes very grounded into a space. She has appreciation for everything. And I think that's the reason why she's coming out last. There's an opportunity for things, for you to be able to see things in a new way, as this person or this information or this balancing of past love, past desires, where you changed and maybe you didn't. I love that this card is right here in the middle of these two cards, right? That's showing that there was a lot of change that needed to happen, I feel like, what we're getting. And that's the reason why, it's the reason why that there was always you moving up, trying to reach for higher things. And I feel like there was a lot. I love this Five of Wands. Not all Five of Wands look this balanced. Let's put it that way, because, you know, competition can get ugly. We all know that. You know, we see it in sports, we see it in vying for jobs and houses and all those things. But I really feel like something is changing. So their justice, something is balancing from the past, whether you have somebody coming back in, whether there's something from the past that you need to balance, because this is a nod to the past for me. I saw that very strongly when it came out, and that I feel like this is your energy now. So this is changing, this is balancing, it's coming back into balance if it was out of balance, if there were things that you still needed to kind of say or release. Also, I feel like this is what you're stepping into now, is to a new phase in your world where you really will have everything that you need, where the universe, you'll feel like the universe is really on your side and taking care of things. And I feel like if you've been struggling with finances or stability in your life on some level, where you have felt like you've been moving around a lot, I really relate to that. That is what's coming into balance here for you. So thank you so much for being here at the Art of the Oracle. Thank you to the new subscribers that we've received in the last month. Welcome to the family here. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to have a reading geared around something going on in your world, please let me know in the notes. You can in the comment section. And if you're interested in a private or personal reading, I do that over Zoom. Just follow the link, send me an email, and we'll set that up on the calendar. So until then, I hope you really have a beautiful week, and we'll come back tomorrow and find out what's up. So have a beautiful day. Bye now.